Hi guys, so I thought that it would be kind of cool to tell my story about why I started doing keto. I have a lot of people that ask me about it, ask me how long I've been doing it, and I just thought that I would just make a video talking about it. So when it comes to me, I have always been pretty fit. I was a cheerleader all my life, and it's a year-round sport, so there wasn't really any time for me to not be active. I had a lot of muscle in my legs, a lot of muscle in my arms, and I was pretty fit. After high school, I gained that freshman 15 that people talk about in college, and I did gain it. And I don't really remember if I ever lost it. I think I just gained it in like the right places, so I didn't really even care. I didn't care. So when I was pregnant with my son, I gained, I think, 30 pounds. And then after I delivered him, I think I lost some of it. I don't remember how much I lost, but I lost some of it. But then as the months went on and being on maternity leave, I started gaining more weight. Slowly but surely, I started gaining it back. And I was eating a lot of crap. I was eating a lot more sugar, a lot more carbs because, well, I mean, I didn't have to work. I was on maternity leave for 3 months. And then I switched positions from being a manager at a retail clothing store to being a bus driver for the school district. So I sat a lot, sitting on the bus driving. There's not a lot of exercise. And I remember when I was in training, one of the trainers looked at all of us and said, "You will gain weight with this job." And I was just like, not me. I was so positive that I was not gonna, I was like, I'm not gonna gain weight. But I did, and it came on slowly. And I remember just like not feeling like happy, and my mood would change a lot, and not really having the energy to want to do a lot of like active things. I would get tired a lot, and I'm just like, I just need to like lose weight and I'll feel better. But I kept like pushing off how I was gonna do it. Cutting food out of my diet wasn't even part of the plan. All I was thinking about was, oh, I just need to like join a gym and exercise. And I was like calling gym places and asking how much memberships were. And me and my boyfriend would talk about going to the gym, but I don't like exercise in front of people. So I was like, if I'm gonna like work out, I gotta do it at home. And I have the Insanity program, which is a 2-month program, and it's strictly cardio. It's like hardcore cardio. And I did do it every summer, like back when I was in high school, but I never really lost any weight doing it because I was already fit and I was still eating crap. So it didn't really help me, but I always thought that it was like a cool thing to have because I would feel the workout and my body would be sore. But like back in the day, it just didn't really help me lose weight and probably didn't have that much weight to lose. But this past, I think January of 2017, when Rome was about almost 1, I decided to start doing Insanity again. And mind you, I didn't change my eating habits. I was still eating crap. And sure enough, I wasn't seeing any results, and I didn't know why. So how I come to find out about keto was by a YouTuber named Meg Cat. She's got attitude, and I just think it's funny. And so she was putting up videos about her keto results like after week 1, after week 2. And I was kind of just like, you know how like, I know I'm not the only one, but you know how you like see someone doing something and achieving something that you want to do? You don't feel like upset with them or jealous of them, but you just kind of wish like you like kind of had it, you know, but you don't want to do the work to get it. That's kind of how I was feeling. So I didn't even watch her videos because I was just like, that's just gonna make me feel worse about myself. So I wouldn't watch them. And then it got to a point to where I was like at 182 was the highest weight that I've been. And granted, like I had been at 140, 145-ish for most of my like high school life. And so being at 182, I was just like, ooh, this isn't me. So I finally like caved in and watched one of her videos, and she explained a little bit about it. And then I also did research on my own, and then I ran into Dr. Eric Berg, and he is a doctor on YouTube who breaks down so many aspects of keto, all the way down to like your body type, if you have an adrenal gland problem, if you have a thyroid problem, talking about swelling, talking about hypertension. He talks about all kinds of things related to keto, non-related to keto, but he has a lot of keto videos. And I started with him watched a lot of his videos, researched a lot of things online on my own. There are good reviews, bad reviews. The major issue with keto is a lot of people don't know the long-term effects of it. Back when we were cavemen, all we could eat was berries and meat and grass. So I don't know why people... Anyway, I'm not a doctor, I don't know, it's none of my business. But I started keto, I think I started like literally the day after I started researching stuff because I was super excited about it. And mind you, I never tried any weight loss program and I wasn't about to pay nothing to do any subscription. No, I'm not paying for you to come bring me Jenny Craig. I'm not doing all of that. Keto was awesome because I could literally go to the store, buy my own stuff, and essentially it was cheaper grocery bill than when I was eating cakes and cookies and like eating things that just weren't helping me. So I started doing keto, and mind you, I was already used to fasting, so to speak, and not knowing it. I didn't really eat breakfast anyway. Never really been a breakfast eater unless I wake up super duper early in the morning for something, but normally I don't eat breakfast, I just eat lunch and dinner. And so I started from after day 1, I think I fully got into ketosis by day 2 or 3. I was in full-blown ketosis, which was amazing because I was eating a lot of crap. So I was losing weight. In the first week I lost 11 pounds. Now at that time I thought I lost all fat and I was excited, and then later I found out the first week you do keto, when you lose a lot of weight it's mostly going to be fluid, and then after that 1 to 2 pounds a week is a healthy fat weight loss amount. And then ever since then that's where it was at the 1.5 to 2 pounds a week. Sometimes I think 1 week it was 3 pounds that week. Now ever since that's how it's been. I'm losing 1 to 2 pounds a week if I'm doing keto right and not cheating. I started at 182 pounds when I did keto, and I checked today on the scale and I weigh 148, so I've lost 34 pounds I believe. And my boyfriend asked me so when are you gonna stop? Are you ever gonna stop doing keto, or is there a certain weight that you want to hit, weight goal? And I never really thought about it. All I knew was I just didn't like what I was seeing on the outside, and it was really affecting how I was on the inside. My thing was I wasn't gaining healthy weight, and I knew that, and my family has a history of diabetes and stuff like that. So even from an early age I knew that I did not want to torture, get myself to that point. And I was already in the stages of it because I was eating so much sugar that it was ridiculous. I don't know how I always had fine blood pressure and my blood sugar levels were good when I would go to the doctor. I don't know how, but they were. And when I started physically seeing myself changing, I was okay, I've got to do something about this before I really regret it. So doing keto, I was losing a lot of weight and I was sticking to it. For the first 2 months I didn't cheat at all. I didn't eat any ounce of carbs that were gonna put me above that 20-gram maximum. And I would go to sleep and I would wake up the next morning, I could literally I would feel my body, and I could feel it getting thinner and thinner and thinner. It was the craziest thing, and I would be so excited, and I would wake Donovan up just to tell him oh my gosh, I'm down this many inches, I've lost these many pounds or whatever. And I would be so excited about it. It's definitely something that has changed me as far as how I feel about myself, because I think that's really important for people. I just want to say if you are someone who thinks that they need to lose weight to feel better, or need to lose weight for health reasons, and you're thinking about doing keto, please talk to your doctor first. If they give you the okay, I promise you if you do this right, you're gonna feel so much better on the inside and on the outside when you start seeing results. And it's funny because for me anyway, whenever I was gaining weight and I would see myself in the mirror, I could see my face was getting more round. My family has a round face, we're round-faced people, big eyes, round-faced people. And I would notice yeah, it's a little round, but contour in the right spots, hit that angle right, and I was just whatever. And then when I would get dressed or whatever, I'd be yeah, I'm a little chunky, but you know what, I'm still cute, whatever. But the real kicker, the real thing that made me be oh, was taking pictures. Pictures do not lie, people. Oh my gosh, looking at pictures, it's like looking at, like, in my head, 2 different people. I would convince myself that I did not gain that much weight. I went from 145 all of a sudden, obviously, like, over time, but like in my head it was like, I was just at 145, how did I get to 182? But I mean, it can happen. It happens. And then after like not being active anymore and then having a baby, like, it's bound to happen. And I was shoveling crap in my mouth. Not literally, I was shoveling crappy food in my mouth and pretty much allowing myself to get where I was. It's all about like self-evaluating and holding yourself accountable. If you don't like something, change it. And I say that to my boyfriend. I say that to a lot of people, and that's what I did. I didn't like how I looked, I didn't like how I was feeling, so I changed it. And it's not up to other people to decide what you need to change or if you should change or anything like that. It's not up to other people, it's up to you. So if you don't like how you looked, change it. And then I will say, on the keto diet, you don't get to choose where you lose the weight, because with my body type, I had like booty, I had thighs, and I was happy with it. I didn't want, like, my goal wasn't to lose my butt, it wasn't to lose weight in my thighs, I just wanted to lose weight in my midsection. And the first thing that went was my butt and my thighs. I kept all of my jeans. Even like through college, I wasn't able to fit my jeans anymore. Slowly but surely. And I was like, oh, but these are my favorite, or I like these because of this reason, or like sentimental reasons or whatever, and I kept them. And they're hanging up in the closet, and I never got rid of them, never threw them away. I have about like 7 or 8 pairs. One day, like when I realized I was like starting to gain weight and stuff, like after I had Rome, and I saw those jeans, I was like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to fit in those jeans. And then I thought to myself, well, maybe one day I will. Like, maybe one day I will fit in those jeans again. And so I just kept them, and as soon as I was losing weight, I think after like 2.5 months of doing keto, I went and tried on a pair of my jeans and they fit, and I was so happy. So if that's like not a motivator, like I don't know what is. If you have clothes from back when you were a certain size and you'd like to be in that size, I would say keep them, because those are a good guide. It's a good motivator to get you back to that point. Like my shirts in there, they are starting to get tight. I wasn't able to button. They're doing one of these numbers where, hold up, pretend this is a button up. Buttoned up, you know, it's all buttoned up, and then it would do this. It would go like right between the buttons. It would kind of like spread out a little. And I was like, that's not cute. So once I was losing weight and I was like able to button them, they're actually like looser than they used to be when I first got them. And then like the jeans fitting were another like hey, it's working. Yeah. That's pretty much my story. It worked for me. So if you want to try it, talk to your doctor. Go do as much research on it as you can, because it can really help you. Alright, so that's it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.